Hello everyone. Today we'll study a very interesting topic, bending of a cyclist on a curved path. Right? You must be riding the cycle and you must have observed this that there is a bending which is required on a curved path. Why is that so? That's what we are going to discuss in this present video. Right? So here, if there is a child who is riding this bicycle, I'm showing you the front view. So this is the wheel, this is the handle, so this is the front view. Now this person is sitting on the cycle, and with respect to the vertical he makes an angle theta. So this angle with the vertical is theta. Now the path on which he is moving is a curved path, and the radius of this curved path is r. Right? If m is the mass of the person and the cycle together, then obviously the weight will act downward. So when he is taking a turn, he is applying an oblique force on the ground. As a result, there will be a normal reaction force acting on the cycle by the ground. Now if this is the angle with the vertical, we need to find the component of this normal reaction which is along the horizontal and vertical. Now let's draw a separate diagram to show this clearly. This is the vertical direction, this is the horizontal direction, this is the angle with the vertical. So this component will be r cos theta and this will be r sin theta, right? So we can show in this diagram as well that here this r cos theta, sorry, r sin theta is along horizontal and r cos theta is along this. Why so? Just recall the forces. If a vector is there, then theta angle is there, then this is a cos theta along theta and the other component is a sin theta. So along theta direction the component will be cos theta, the other will be sin theta. Now it is clear that r sin theta is the horizontal force which is trying to keep it on the circular path. So we can write here very important thing that r sin theta is the horizontal force which keeps the cycle on the circular track. What does that mean? It means r sin theta is providing the centripetal force. In other words, so therefore we can write provides the centripetal force. So this can be written as mv square upon r. Also, if you check the figure, the weight is acting downwards. So this weight is balanced by the vertical component. So I can say that r cos theta, which is the vertical component in this case, is equal to the weight of the cycle and the person. So if this is my first equation, this is second, I can divide the first by second. So what will I get? R sin theta upon r cos theta is equal to mv square upon r upon mg. We just need to solve this. This m will be cancelled and this r will be cancelled. So from here, the result comes out to be tan theta is equal to v square upon rg. Now, if we discuss a few points from here, we can write important note here. What is that? First thing is, if V is more, that means bending is more, right? So if R is more, that means if the radius of the circular path is more, and theta is less, that means less bending required for more radius. For more radius, right? And here for more velocity, the angle of bending will be more. So that means this bending will be more if more velocity is required. If you want to speed up your cycle, then you need to take a more bending with respect to the vertical. Hope you understood this topic. That's all for now and have a nice day.